you had efficient 28 points for you tonight. I know your thumb is healthy this year, but you look a lot more confident just in your jumper and your offensive game. How do you kind of characterize your success on the offensive end this season?
I think it's just my teammates and my coaches just putting me in position to be successful, and then just putting in the work every day. I know nothing's gonna work if I don't. So just putting in hundreds of jumpers every single day. Getting with my coaches, watching films, seeing what I can do better. Just trying to get like 1% better every day, and eventually I'll get to where I need to be.
Question from Nick with The Wire.
Yeah, I know you guys as a team had a great second half. You yourself had a great second half. There was that point in the second half where Green Bay cut the lead to 4, went on that 10-0 run. How'd you guys kind of respond so effectively as a team? How'd you respond so effectively? How'd you guys kind of stay composed?
We've been in this position before. A lot of our guys have, but we do have a lot of new guys. So it's up to the guys. It's up to the older guys to bring those young guys with us and just let them know, like, teams are going to make runs and we got to put the fire out as quick as we can. And then once we did, we went on our little run. We knew they weren't going to go away. We had to keep chipping away every possession because they play so loose, they play so free, and they could do whatever. It seems like they could do whatever they want on offense. So it's just sometimes that's just hard to guard. But once we got them under control, our guys sealed the game, and we got to win. So
we'll go back to Ben with the Journal-Sentinel.
Yeah, like a cold shooting start for you guys. And I saw during a timeout, Coach Rojo was kind of getting after you guys. It looked like probably about your defensive effort. Just coming off like an emotional victory against Wisconsin. Were you worried about like a little letdown today and maybe looking ahead to UCLA a little bit?
Nah, everything just starts in preparation. We just have to be better. It is like that's just the bottom line. We just got to be better. We're not taking more. Like we're not just because we won. We're not happy about it. We have a standard that we play up to, and if we don't play up to the standard, it's just not good. And we have to be able to try to do that every single day in practice, every single day in preparation, and then try to execute that during the game. But it starts in preparation and practice every single day. We have a standard that we have to live up to, and we cannot. No matter who we play, we got to respect every opponent. No matter what the name on the jersey is, we got to come out here and play like, it's our last game. Especially, in times like this, I don't want to take no games, no practices, none of it for granted because it already got taken away from me last year. So I'm not entitled to anything. So just got to work every single day.
Anything else for Koby?
Yeah, Koby, you've 5 games now with playing with the new guys, the new freshmen and DJ. Like Justin had his moments against Wisconsin. Dawson was good tonight. How do you see those guys kind of finding their way?
It's hard for being a freshman in a major conference, especially like with Dawson, you got all that hype behind you. And Justin too, he was a top 60, I think, player coming out of high school. You got a lot of hype coming up behind you. Sometimes, that pressure can get to you. But, our guys, are a lot more mature than that. They take a professional approach every single day. Obviously, they're not perfect. They're freshmen. They're going to make mistakes. But it's up to our guys who have been here before to kind of guide them through that, talk to them, coach, and kind of be their coaches on the floor. And because they're gonna make mistakes. Sometimes it's going to feel like hell, they can't make a basket, they can't do anything right. That's just being a freshman. I went through that. So a guy like me, Theo, and Jamal who have seen the highest highs and the lowest lows. We got to kind of help them find that middle ground and drag them along the way. Even if some days they don't want to be dragged, you got to pull them by the neck.
Yeah, Coach Wojo has talked about the offense being a work in progress. We've seen you guys play through the forwards. you had a big game tonight. DJ has had, some really nice moments. How do you see the offense kind of evolving through the first 5 games and into this next stretch here?
Just playing through the paint, drives, post-ups, getting it into our bigs, establishing post position. That's kind of like what we want to do because we want to shoot more free throws, or we want to attempt more free throws than the other team. And, the best way to do that is try to get it into the paint and try to create offense from there. And if there's nothing there, we kick it out. We want to play offense inside to outside and just play through our bigs, which is nothing wrong with that. Our bigs are smart. They're talented. They're very skilled. And they make good decisions most of the time down there. So, our team is fine with that. We're bought into it. And, we're just going to continue to do that because it's been working. So we're not going to go away from something that's been working.
Okay, thanks, Koby. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good evening, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
We'll open it up with a question from Ben Steele, Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel.
Hey, Coach, coming off that emotional win against Wisconsin, you guys had like a cold shooting start. During a timeout, I saw you kind of get into the team a little bit about their defensive effort, it looked like. Were you worried about kind of there being an emotional letdown in this game?
Yeah, you always worry about that, especially after a big win against, your rival, how we're going to respond. And I thought we were a step slow tonight in the first half, especially. I thought we were better after halftime, but I didn't think defensively we played with the same vigor that we have been playing with, and whether that's an emotional letdown or what, those things can't happen. Green Bay is a good team. They're playing to win, and we gotta bring the energy every time we step on the floor.
Question from Nick with the Marquette Wire.
Yeah, Green Bay shot pretty well in that first half at 44%. Guys came out in the second half, looked a little bit better defensively. I know Green Bay shot 36%. What was kind of the conversation at halftime to kind of switch up the defense and make sure that Green Bay wasn't as efficient?
Yeah, we talked a lot about our defense because that's been our calling card early in this season. And I didn't feel like we were playing as hard on the defensive end as I'm accustomed to seeing our team play. And Green Bay capitalized on that. So coming out of halftime, we really needed to tighten up our defense.
Back to Ben Steele, Journal-Sentinel.
Koby had an efficient 28 points tonight. I know he's healthy this year, but he just looks a lot more confident to me, and he's looks like he's locked in as a leader. How have you seen him evolve, as a player this season?
Yeah, Koby's been our most mature player day in and day out. He is playing like you want a senior to play, not just on the floor, but behind the scenes in practice. And, he's done and Theo and Jamal have done well too. Our seniors have. But Koby, he just shows up to work every day. And offensively, he's been very efficient. He's taken really good shots. He's playing under control. He's picking his spots well. And certainly we needed him to have the type of game he had in order to win tonight.
Back to Nick with the Wire.
Yeah, you guys seem to have someone new step up every night, whether it's Dawson, Justin, it was Koby tonight. How does that kind of help you guys, game plan for teams when you have such a, balanced offense coming to each game?
Yeah, we talk a lot about being balanced offensively, and on any given night, it can be different guys that when you look at the stat sheet, lead us in scoring. And we just want the ball to find the best shot, and the guys who have it going are guys that we're going to go to. And it's going to be a collective effort on the offensive end.
Ben Steele, Journal Sentinel.
I spent 5 games with the new guys. Justin had the big game against Wisconsin. Dawson was good in the first half tonight. How have you seen those guys kind of find their way in the college game? Just these first handful of games.
Yeah, well, I think they've gained invaluable experience in a short period of time because they're playing a lot of minutes. They're playing in key moments, and they've done a lot of terrific things. And they're also learning ways to be even better. But those guys are young guys and are new guys. They're going to be big parts of any success that we have.
Yeah, you talked about, playing through the paint, and, DJ's had his moments, Kobe's had his moments. Coming up on the last non-conference game before the Big East play starts, how do you see the offense evolving? You called it a work in progress these last couple games.
Yeah, well, we're still working on the progress. And figuring out, who we need to be and executing at a high level. Our execution can be a lot better. And, our guys, for the most part, have understood the effort it takes to play good defense. It takes a similar effort to run good offense. And, that's what we have to continue to grow and to evolve into.
And you're coming up on your first road game. You played all the home games so far. What do you prepare any differently for that?
No, we need to prepare really well. UCLA is an outstanding team, outstanding program. It'll be our first road game, which is always a new experience for the new guys. But hopefully they'll be able to meet that challenge head on.